Oh man, post-production subpart char. Yeah, my mic ran out. I'm sorry. It stinks sometimes. I don't know why, but oh, and then that pops up. I had a secret co-star also. I had my cat on my lap. But yes, my mic did not want to work, and that was because there's a stupid switch on my mic, and it has on and mute, and that's why. And also, for the first 2 minutes or so, it's gonna be really laggy, and I'm gonna spend a lot of time underneath that beautiful pink little umbrella trying to figure out what's wrong with my lag, and I keep recording it for some stupid reason, or keep pausing, or keep doing something, but I'm not turning off the recording, basically, while I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. And it's kind of stupid. But, you know, you do what you must. Oh, I did really like this area. I liked this underground area. I liked how there was bioluminescence, and I commented on it. I really like Knytt Underground. I like what Niflis does, and of course I really enjoy Niflis not doing a pixelated game. It's really beautiful. Look at that bioluminescence. My god, it is beautiful. And look at me try to figure out what's wrong with my computer, but it's slowed down. I never figured out why it did that. It just, after a while, it stopped. I guess I don't know. I did turn my recording quality like down a couple notches, so maybe that fixed it. I don't know. It didn't really seem like it fixed it though right away. And then here I am trying to bounce up there, trying to get up there, but spoiler, I don't get up there. It looks like you can get up there, and it looks like it might hold a secret, and it might. And maybe if we can get me to pull out the map, that would be great to know, but oh well. I'm bouncing around. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying my bestest. I'm the bestest little sprite there ever was, bouncing all over the place, trying to get up there. And I get really close up there, as you see, but then I give up because I'm lame like that. And then there's that, and I grab that, and I'm like, what is this for? What do I do with this? And then I'm like, oh, I jump up there, and then I'm wrong because I didn't jump, and anyways, there's a green block there, so I couldn't anyways. And then I'm like, ooh, it's a scary robot, and I can't get past it. I wonder if there's something nearby for me to get past it with. Spoiler, there is, but I don't go past it anyways. Double spoiler. Man, out of all the bioluminescence, I like the red one. But, then I comment on this place. It looked... Now that I can look at it a little bit closer, but it looked like a dilapidated building, or dilapidated city, like for fairies or something. I don't know. Found it interesting. And then I'm like, haha, electrified water? Not dealing with that. And then I'm like, oh, I want to actually go down there back to the redundant duck. So I'm not going to deal with the electrified water, as if I didn't already have an excuse not to deal with it. Then I'm like, ooh, I can go up here. And then I go up there, and yeah. And then I walk around. Yup. I'm like, oh, look at the pretty blue flowers. Look at all this pretty stuff. Sometimes that's how I feel like how Knytt Underground is for me. Just, oh, look at all this beautiful, pretty stuff. Oh my gosh. Honestly, when I first saw that this game came out, I was honestly I wanted to actually watch it. But then after a while, I'm like, you know what? No, I've played all of Niflis' games before. I'm gonna play this one eventually. Not today, but someday. And here I am. Playing it, recording it, and enjoying it. Wish I could play it all at once and not have to break it up into 15-minute, periods of time. But, sometimes that's okay. And I got over it. So here I am, being a goofball, a bouncy goofball, and I'm like, wait a moment. Look at those cute little things! And I'm like, they're like mushrooms, and they float, and they move around, and I'm like, oh, it's so cute! It's so cute! And then I push my cheeks together, and it's so cute! Like this. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no, the darkness. I don't like the darkness. I still don't like the darkness, even now. I would like to avoid going to the darkness, but I had no choice. I wanted to, I wanted to avoid it, and I'm like, I'm scared. What was that noise? Oh my god, why is the gears? Why is it dark? Oh my goodness. And I'm just like freaking out. And sometimes, I don't know if I'm over dramatic sometimes, but honestly, it's kind of how I feel. You know, when afterwards when I watch it, and I'm like, oh wait, here I'm like, oh, it's a living thing. But afterwards when I watch it, I'm like, it's not so bad. But generally overall, I do get kind of a little bit wigged out by these things, by the darkness. I don't have a fear of darkness, but I don't know. This place, if a place looks creepy, I feel creeped out about it. And I kind of, maybe I over exaggerate it, maybe not. I don't know. I don't really think about it very much. I just act. And then I'm back over here and I'm complaining about the wind being loud and over exaggerated like I am. The reason why I'm usually really over exaggerated is also I was kind of taught that way. One of my hobbies is theater, so I'm kind of used to being over exaggerated at times. Strangely enough, as a shy person, I do acting. Done a little bit of acting. I prefer more of the technical side though of theater. I'm like bouncing around. I'm like, is there secrets anywhere? Is this the spot? Is that the spot? Is this the spot? Is that the spot? Is this the spot? And I'm just like bouncing around trying to figure out where it is. And then I'm also commenting on the weird whistling sound. You know, it's not only just the wind that's blowing, but there's also that weird fluty whistle noise. Yeah, I personally find that really creepy because aside from that it's a very strange sound, but it's also it sounds like, to me, one of the noise effects that goes along with it sounds like SCP-173's noise sometimes. Softly though. I don't know, like when the surprise noise when you encounter him. Another reason why I also like, I guess, over panic is, aside from the whole like acting thing, but I have kind of an active imagination, an overactive imagination. So when I go to bed at night, I kind of get really wigged out, especially if it was a scary movie. But also if there was something else aside from active imagination, but also like, you know how in like one sense you'll be like, oh, this isn't scary, but if you think about it, if you put it in like another sense, like you're not actually, when you actually watch something, sometimes it's not scary, but when you're home alone and then you actually think about it, like if you actually hear that weird whistling noise, like if I heard that whistling noise right now, I would flip my table in freaking like freaky wiggly arms. Oh my gosh, where did that come from? Because I guess that's why just like scary movies are even just more scary, because I just like, this is like scary, like what if this actually like happened somehow? Now of course if it's like a little bit like over exaggerated, like some scary movies like the Supernatural, of course sometimes I don't go that crazy, but otherwise, yeah, I don't know, I just don't know. But here we are, now that I'm done with my little rant, going back to Utopioca. Hopefully, this time we'll be able to stay in there a little bit longer now that we have the wheel. I enjoy Utopioca in a weird sense. It's also got its own kind of weird, I say creepy in the video, but honestly, when I say creepy, I mean more eerie. Not quite eerie like the distortion, but just, I guess, odd, out of place. I'm sitting here, I'm like, where do I go? Do I go down into the pits? And then I get really confused. I'm like, wait, this is the end of Utopioca. And then I sit here even more confused because, look, you can see on the map where I am, but it's not recording me being on the map. And I'm moving on the map too, but I'm just like really confused. I'm like, what is going on? I don't understand. Wiggle arms. Inflatable flailing arm man at those car dealerships. So much emotion. And I keep checking it. It's actually kind of comical. I keep checking it, like I'm expecting it to like suddenly magically work. If it didn't work before, why is it gonna work now, sub? Huh? Gosh. And then, oh hey, look, it's Utopioca again. Oh hi. which also explains why you can't really look on the map. And look who it is! It's our friend the yoga monster from within a deep forest. Strange, this place doesn't feel cold and empty like the rest of Utopioka. That's what Cilia says. Which is interesting, which is probably because of, since when did Utopia feel cold and empty? You're saying it wrong. It's Utopioka. You can't fool me, Cilia. What kind of name would that be? She's got a point. But Cilia also has a point. So let's talk to the yoga monster from within a deep forest. When I first arrived here, this was just an ordinary cave. But using my yoga powers, I turned into what you see here and now. You too could learn the power of yoga. Power of yoga. And I will send Dora. I want to say Doria. I used to do yoga, but I never knew its power. Please, teach me. There used to be this light you would step into. I don't know where it actually is now. Either way, I want to see your real form. Actually, this is my real form. I'm gonna sit there like, eh? Come on, don't be shy. Show me your real form. Wait, do you mean me? She can transform into a ball, but that's not a real form. And then I go on about how you're that ball who I bestowed my yoga powers upon. I no longer sense this power inside you. Now you can only turn into a sprite. And I get really confused here. Like, he's mistaking me because I'm a red ball, not a blue ball. From within a deep forest. That's so disappointing. The power I gave you is much better. As you must have noticed, Utopioka has changed since you visited 1,000 years ago. I mean, I changed Utopioka. Haha. Okay, these days you can't stay in Utopia too long. Sooner or later, the place pushes you out. When it happens, you end up at different random places in the undergrounds. I can help you. Take this owl mask. With it, you can stay in Utopia as long as you like. Your map will even work, which then I applaud. I'm afraid this place is one of Utopia's exits. You need to find another way back. And that's a creepy owl mask. Like a really creepy owl mask. That got super creepy. Having this item ensures that you stay in Utopioka and that your map will record. And which it does. And we're all the way down in the lower left corner again of the map. And that's a dead end. Everywhere is a dead end now. We're at a, we can't return. As much as we like. As much as we'd like to. We cannot return. I'm climbing around. I'm like, where do I go? And look at the map, and I'm like, look at that map, it's so pretty. And then I'm like, oh, look at that, I can go down here. And it really is the exit. I can't go anywhere else. Excuse me. I had the burp. In post-production, what? But yeah. And I bounce around, and I'm like, oh, this really is an exit. I can't, darn it. Because now I had to travel all the way back. Because I don't know how to get back up to there without going through Utopioka the first time around. Which I probably should. Again, probably next video. Because, I don't know. To explore previous Utopioka. Especially since I can stay there and there. As long as I want and can record my progress with my map. Which is great. And then I go around, I'm like, I can open the door, even though technically there's no point to it now. Really, I guess that totem pole was really just there to keep you from coming into here and being like, hey, it's the yoga monster. Hey, I can go into Utopioka. Fist swing and happiness. Like, you don't really know about Utopioka. You haven't stumbled upon it like how I did that one video. Now that I think about it, I'm really glad that Cilia didn't freak out this time. That makes me a little bit happy. Like, really happy. I'm really glad. I like Cilia. She may seem like a B word at times, but she's funny in her own crude sense. But yeah. And then I'm like, yep, this is towards the end. I'm done. And then I'm gonna walk over to a save, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm confused and I'm quiet and I'm just like, I don't know what to do next. I'm confuzzled. And then I go to the save. But yes, this has been post-production subpar char. So thanks for watching. We're going to explore that lower left area. You're going to see me highlight over it in a moment. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, I said that we're gonna probably maybe go back to Utopioca and explore that area. See what's up with that. So, yes. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.